Hi, I'm Bonnie from Unfinished Stitches.
And I'm Madison, and this is Flosstube number 43 for September 2024. Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Thanks everybody for coming to let us share what we love to do because we love to share
We do, and we have
a
lots
lot.
to share again. Yes.
A lot to share again. Yes, yes.
So,
Um,
ah, so what
any
have you been up to?
so the only thing I really wanted to touch on really quick is something in my garden that I wanted to talk about last time and I forgot. I bought these bioluminescent petunias online that glow in the dark. And I will have Madison put pictures in of the daytime picture of them and the nighttime picture of them because they literally do glow in the dark and they're so cool. And I wanted to tell you guys about them last time and I've forgotten. Of course, now, we're coming to the end of our seasons now, but or the growing season,
Growing.
but I really wanted everybody to see them. So they're really fun and can't remember
I
somebody.
yeah, I was gonna because I looked into it because I thought, oh my gosh, this is so cool. As a scientist, I was like, oh, these are totally like genetically engineered. And the guy who basically did the science behind them, he took the genes that make them be fluorescent from, I think it was from a mushroom, and inserted them into the petunia genes, basically, so that then they're able to grow.
Okay,
And I
okay.
believe it was the basis of his PhD dissertation. And he continued and followed up on it, and it finally, has been released for sale. So it was pretty cool. Look who it is. Do you want to stand up too? I also have my buddy here. Can you sit up? Fine. He's just kidding. That's a hard no from Gus. Hard no. He's laying down here.
I was gonna say, is he in that chair with you?
Yes, he's in the chair with me.
In
And
your stitching chair?
yes, Apollo, look at you. He says, I'll do anything for a cookie.
Yeah, he likes these cookies. Okay. We kept forgetting to show the dogs.
No, Gus won't even sit up. Come on, can you sit up? Look at this. He says, no, mom. No, I want to lay down. Okay, I'll leave you alone. He likes to lay here next to me. So this is little Tushy right here. Well, it's not so little, but
Yes.
he did lose
No,
some weight though. He's at a 74 pounds instead of 80. So
he looks good.
those morning walkies have been doing good for him. So
Okay. Do you have any finishes, Madison? I know you do.
I do have some finishes. So I have them in this nice little bag here because I had to keep them separate so I could remember to show you guys. So let's see what I have in my little bag.
Okay.
They are all ones that had been done. So like the stitching had been done, but they needed to be, fully finished. So here's my first one. And this is from Brenda Gervais' book of all of her pillows. I don't remember the name of the book, but it was the recent book that she released. The Snow Globe. I believe this was one of my 12 by 12 from this year.
Was it?
Yeah. And I've got my lovely chenille trim that you have in your shop. I love it. I just glued it on. And it's a perfect little pillow. It's like, size of my palm.
Yeah.
So we've got that one. I also have this one. These are a lot of like Christmassy ones because I wanted to get them done before, it's time to be putting them up. This is my bottle brush tree farm, which you stitched as well, Mom.
I did.
I finally finished mine up.
That's an Ada we dyed too with the apple green grit
Yeah.
dye.
And I put this cute fabric on the back. I thought it was like it matched perfectly. So I love how this turned out. I hated stitching this.
I did too.
But it was like really hard to count the trees. I don't know. It turned out really cute, but God, I really got over stitching it.
I did too, and mine's messed up. But of course, all my projects have mistakes in them, or they wouldn't be mine.
Right, exactly. And just to remind you guys, I do put crushed walnut shells. I have them down here in this bottom section, and then the rest is stuffing. And I just like that to have a little heft so they sit up. Let's see. Got more. I have quite a few here in my little bag. This was also a 12 by 12, I believe, or I had just started it last year.
I think it was a 12 by 12 because I think it was one of my 12 by 12s too.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember. This is sweater weather. Absolutely love this. And I put some trim on here, which is from your shop as well. Love this, how it turned out. It's so sweet.
I do too. I want to finish mine. It's really cute.
Well, and it made like a nice little pillow. I put a little brown polka dot on the back.
Yeah. Love it.
Long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the little detail on the sweaters.
Yeah. I want to finish mine.
So I remember I did have to change a few of the colors because they didn't show up on my Ada.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like some of these lighter browns, they didn't show up. But I just did what I had to. And then I've got this one, which I love. I do this one as well. We started this one and this one the same year, and you had already finished yours, and I was like behind. And I finally finished mine. I was like, I have to get these done because she already has them done. The only difference I made is I did Rudolph's name in red instead of in black, and I liked that. I thought that was just a little fun pop of for Rudolph.
That turned out really cute. I love the red Rudolph.
And then I've got some my trim. Oh, I've got some fuzzies on here that do not belong, but I did a sweet little polka dot on the back. Yes,
very cute. I love that one too. That one was also hard to do to stitch. It was the reindeer were difficult.
And that's what happened is I messed up on the reindeer, and it was like at the beginning, and then I got mad because you know how when you mess up on something at the beginning, like you're like, okay, I just
put it away. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, this is my last one. I saved the best for last. So this is my
oh yes.
I don't remember the pattern, but it's Plum Street Samplers. It's Turkey Bay. Turkey Bay.
Oh yeah, Turkey Bay.
Because there are turkeys down here in the water.
I can't believe I haven't done that one yet because I love all the turkey things.
So I absolutely love this one. And I had always known I was going to make it into a pillow. Again, it's kind of bigger, but it just is so, because it's like a dense piece. I think it just looks really good as a pillow because it's all completely like filled out. And I put some trim on as well. And it all matches nice, like perfectly.
So pretty. So pretty.
So I love this one. And I had a lot of fun stitching it.
Did you?
I did. Yes. It's not too big.
Yeah. It's so pretty. I love it.
And I just love how it turned out. And I love the little turkeys in the water. Like
I do too. And the pilgrim is really fun at the front with this binocular I-spy glass or whatever those are called.
Yeah.
Telescope looking thing.
So, and I love the little border. Like it just, I don't know, it just makes it.
Yeah.
So yes, so these are all my fully finished items here.
Good job.
Share with you all. I don't have any other like just finishes, just my fully finished items. So I need a new bin for like all my pillows and finished stuff because it's getting kind of full.
Getting full.
It is, but I guess that's a good problem. That's what happens when you make little stuff.
Yes, that's
you finished it more instead of all those giant ones that I'm always starting.
No, but it's really fun to have the little pillows for all the seasons. I
love it.
To fill up a little area with little pillows. I mean, I just have a couple for each season, sort of.
Me too.
And so I so much enjoy putting them out.
Me too.
Okay, so I have one fully finished item, and it's the Itch to Stitch. And I had this stitched a while ago, but I fully finished it. Madison was doing all her finishes. And so I I pulled this one out and finished it so I could put it in my quilting, sewing, craft room, studio area downstairs. So this one is fully stuffed with crushed walnut shells.
Okay.
It was so skinny and little. I just decided to totally fill it with the crushed walnut shells. And I put some rickrack around the edge is what I did.
It looks so good.
I found a really much easier way to add the rickrack is if you glue it to the back side and then stitch it down, it stays in place when it's fiddly like this. I did film a video once on how to do that. And I should put it up. I need to finish editing it. It was a whole ordeal. Anyway, maybe I'll pull that video up and see if I can get it put on, because it is very helpful the way I glue that down. Because I didn't used to do that. I used to try to pin it and hold it and clip it. But anyway, so that's just my one little one.
It's cute. I love how long and skinny it is.
Me too.
I'm sure it feels like cool too because it's full of the walnut shells.
Yeah, and so I have it in my cabinet downstairs with my quilting stuff. But anyway,
it's so
okay.
Cute.
Yes. What's next? How about? Okay, we're doing all the fall. Well, I have several fall things over here today, but I'm going to show you my shirt because I love this shirt. It's what does it say? Don't cross me, I think.
Yes.
And this is one of Madison's shirts in her Etsy shop, which we will link below. Yeah, I see you have one on as well.
I do. I have on my Ada Stitcher shirt. I love this one. Mine's like big and cozy. Because I got it a little bigger to be comfy, but I love it because we love Ada.
Yes, I have that one too. I love that one.
No.
I love these all because they're so soft.
They're very, very soft.
Okay, well, let's look at a whip. What whip do you have? I'll let you go first because I know you have more than me.
I do. Let's see. I'm going to show you this one first. I haven't shown this in a while. This is in my cute little house bag. Oh my God. Gus is like plastered against me here and I'm a little toasty over here. He's like a hot box.
And God forbid you make him get down, right?
You saw me. I tried to kind of like get him up a little even. He just wants to be close to mom.
Yeah, of course.
So this is my red work, Harriet Salt 1866, that I have been slowly working on. I was going across, but I got so sick of this first alphabet, I decided to go down. So I've kind of been working my way down because I wanted to get to the borders down here.
Yeah.
Because that's what really drew me to this.
Yes.
Pattern. And so here is my progress so far.
Looks fabulous. You really made some progress going down.
I have. And so I've made it down to the numbers here. I have one more row of numbers and then I start to get to do the borders.
Okay. Good.
That's kind of fun.
Well, that was a good way to alter it and switch it up so that you didn't get sick of going across.
Yeah, because here, let me kind of open this up so you can see. So you can see I started to try to go across with this first alphabet, but this is like the worst alphabet. It is.
Yeah, I have that one in mind too. Yeah,
so hard to stitch.
Hard. Yeah.
I did get to P, and you can see. I mean, I still have some.
Yes.
Ways to go, but I decided I enjoyed it more. And then if you get to an alphabet you don't like, you just do a small section, and then you're done with it, and then you can move to the next one. And this one I'm stitching on an 18 count. I believe I tea dyed it. I think it started out as like ivory, but I dyed it with tea just very lightly to give it a little mottled kind of old vintage look. So yeah. Anyway, because I think I was like up here last time you guys saw, so I've done kind of all this section right here.
I haven't worked on my sampler like version of that for a while. I almost got it out this last time, but I didn't. And
I'm using Sulky
12 weight 1169 I think is the color. I do have that in my shop as well. That stitches up really nice.
It does. And so I use one strand of this because it's
Yes.
a little thicker.
Yes.
And it's really nice for a project like this
Yes.
where it's massive.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot on these spools. So
Exactly.
it's just really nice. So if you're doing some kind of like red work or black work or blue
Yes.
work, it's a good option.
It is. It is, especially a huge piece like that.
Yeah, so I have enjoyed working on this. I try to pull it out every once in a while. I do get a little bored of it, but I think once I kind of start getting down to the border stuff, I'm going to be a little more excited about
Yeah.
it. That's what I love about it. Like that's why
Yeah.
that's why I picked this one. So
Well,
I burned my hand baking cookies. So that's what's I made chocolate chip cookies and I accidentally touched the hot pan and I have a nasty burn in my
I want to tell you.
so, anyway. All right.
Okay.
On the show first.
Well, Apollo, I was walking Apollo the other night and I had his leash wrapped around my hand and he tried to jerk me across the street to another dog. And my finger was so swollen and bruised. Anyway, okay, this is my project bag. It has bees and beehives on it. And this is my project called Be Kind from Teresa Kogut. Okay. And let's see here. I always think I'm organized. And well, I had all these in hoops and was working on them. And then I had to disassemble them all. Oh, I chose my own colors for this because DMC was not provided. Or was it? Let's see. Oh no, I'm totally lying. I had figured out a DMC conversion and I actually went into I have a very limited supply of Weeks Dye Works and discovered that I had most of them. So I did use most of them because I don't have that many of those. I stitched this on a 14 count latte from Fiber on a Whim. And here's my progress. I at first only had the alphabet done, and then I added, and the bottom bee skep or beehive. I don't know the difference between bee skep and a beehive, but anyway, I put on the second one and the thing with the drippy honey, and I started working on the bee's legs. So this one's fun to work on. I like it. I'm pretty sure I started this one when I was in South Dakota on a trip. Because I can remember being in this specific Airbnb and I remember it was cold and it may have been snowing. And I remember starting it. Isn't that funny?
That is funny. I started
Or
that
it was
one too.
rainy. Huh? You started this one too?
I do, but I have like nothing done on it.
Oh,
I don't like my colors because I don't think there are DMC colors for it.
see,
And I didn't like the ones I picked, and so I'm not happy with it, so I haven't worked on it.
well, when I'm done, you can have mine, and I might have duplicates of some of these, so you can have mine.
Okay.
When I finish it in 15 years, when I'm
okay.
So you know.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I do like working. I was all into a groove with it, and then I don't know what happened. I had to stitch something else or something. I don't remember what was going on.
And you have your matching bee bag, so that's fun.
I know, right? I did not make this. Joyful Stitching made this bag. It's one I've had for a really long time. Okay.
All right, I have this one here in my fun needlework bag. And you have, I think, the book, Mom, that this came from.
Oh, yeah, I do.
It's by
Blackbird Designs
Designs
from Ooh La La. Okay.
And the pattern is it's called Les Poette, I think, a French something. What does it say?
A French pin cushion.
A French pin cushion. And so this was one of my 12 by 12s from this past year. And I had done the pink part. That's what I had done during the 12 by 12. So I finished the alphabet. So now I just have the numbers and then the cute little stuff at the bottom and kind of finishing the rest of the border there.
It looks good. You did a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I did, all those letters. They were pretty quick, but it was fun to do. What really I love about this pattern is all the squares at the bottom. Yeah, so that'll be fun to do. And I am stitching this on 16 count Dirty Ada.
Nice. I like Dirty Ada.
And the colors are the DMC conversions that were provided in the book.
Okay. Nice. I think it's, oh, it's this side.
Yes. So I love this one, and this is gonna make a cute little pillow once it's done. So nothing too exciting, just an alphabet, another red alphabet like the other. I think I stitched a lot of alphabet during this period. But I was happy, working on. I always feel good when I work on a 12 by 12 because I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I don't want to talk about 12 by 12s. I don't even know what mine are anymore. Okay, so my next whip is in my typewriter bag. And this is called Fairy Keys from Little Fox Stitchings. And this was a PDF. I think I got it from Etsy. And what drew me to this one, I've talked about it before, are the colors. And when I pulled the colors that they suggested, they did not look anything like the picture. So I ended up picking my own colors. Yeah, there's only 3 colors in it, and I went through and picked out my own 3 colors because the colors are what drew me to this pattern. And so I pulled it out and worked on it a little bit. Sorry about the hoop creases here.
The imprint.
Yes, I finished, well, this key's not all the way done, but I worked on this key. I had a lot of little doodaddy things to finish. I started this, I had some leaves to finish. I had some finishing up to do in some weird areas, and I thought I better finish those because once you start getting too far down, then you don't realize you're missing stitches. So
you forget.
I went in and did a little bit of finishing and worked on a few things. This one's fun to work on too. I mean, obviously we pick ones we like, and we say that about everything. Oh, I like this. I love this. It was fun to stitch on. Most of the time it's fun to stitch on, but we obviously, because that's what we picked to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really like the colors. I love the blue in this kind of goldy color, with the browns. The brown. There's only 3 colors in it. So
yeah, I love those colors you picked. They look great on there.
They really do. And I'm stitching this on, let's see if I can see that here. Yeah, well, I thought I had it written on here. Maybe it's on the pattern. Sometimes it's really hard to be careful to not show the pattern.
It's also hard to keep track of what you're stitching it on, and
I ended up taping it together too. I don't know if you can see, but like there were 3 pieces and I had to tape it together because I had the hardest time with overlap sometimes. I don't know why I have so many pieces to this pattern. Oh, because part of it's the top. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what I stitched. Kind of looks like a, yeah, I don't know. It's just an Ada, kind of an ivory Ada or something.
Yeah, and it looks, is it what, 14 count probably, maybe?
Yeah, it might be 14 count. It might be.
Well,
I know it's in my book somewhere if you'd have to know, but It is in my starting book, which I still record all my new starts in my book. All my new starts.
Me too.
Because then I can go back and say, oh, I liked that fabric. What was that? Oh, did I change anything? Oh, what pattern was this? So if you ever need to know the pattern that we show and we don't know the name right off, we probably do know. We just have to find it.
Yes, the pattern or what we stitched it on, because we both get that down in our many journals that we like to have.
Yeah, because we do like to do that. Have you been keeping up with your crafty journal, Madison?
I have, yes. It's fun to write down like what I worked on every day so that I could kind of see, you know, all the stuff I've done throughout the month. So I'm still enjoying that.
So am I. I think I'm a couple days behind, but I have been too. I mean, you know, like the month of August, I did pretty well. I just write down that I actually did something creative because I like to do creative. It makes me happier. You know, we haven't shared this in a while. July was kind of sparse for me. I probably only did half. June, I had some really bad days here and did not do anything. Yeah, you're doing the same.
Me too.
We both kind of had a bad June. And then, so anyway.
Yeah, and we each do it slightly differently. And like, here's my July. I kind of try to set some goals, and then I write down what I worked on each day. You do too.
Yeah, I do too. And I highlighted if I finished the goal. And then for me, I'll write like a Q or an X next to whatever project I worked on. Q for quilting or X for cross stitch, W for wool. So just for fun, because when I think about it and I look back, the months that are the best are the ones where I have been creative and I got to do something that I liked that was creative. So I try to
exactly.
It's kind of a check to say, oh yeah, see, look how nice and full. Oh, those are your whips.
I also have a running list of my in progress whips because I also like that too. And then I highlight them
as they finish.
As they get finished. Which to be able to see that. I think that's fun. And I've rewritten that each year so that, you know, I can remove the ones that I finished. But
same.
Fun, and we just kind of do whatever works. I did used to keep track of like the time I was stitching. I don't do that anymore.
I never did
that.
It would be interesting, but I just can't do that.
When I did it, my current situation and when I was stitching, it was pretty consistent. And so it was like easy to track the time, but now it's not the same and it's just not as easy to track the time. Because I like pick it up more frequently, you know,
like here, there,
down for like this specific time at this time of day, and I would do it. And now it's like I have the ability to pick it up at more times, and so I can for 10 minutes, then I will, and then it's impossible to keep track of because I have more time to stitch.
Right.
So
I also have a running whip list of my quilts. I have a running whip list of quilt tops that need to be quilted.
Yeah.
Crochet thing. It's just fun to see what, because sometimes I'll think, what should I be working on? And then I look at my list, I'm like, oh, I should go find this and work on it. Anyway. Okay. You go.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
I got distracted, sorry.
Sorry.
Look at my fun bag here with the cute order.
I love that.
This is another 12 by 12 from this past year.
And this is another 12 by 12 from this year. This is another 12 by 12.
I think people like to know, and it's fun to share.
No, I just feel bad that I don't do my 12 by 12.
This is Prim Village by Lori Holt. And I'm doing the big one, of course. There's a tiny one, but I'm doing the big one. Shocker. And so this, I had like the light green. I had almost all of it stitched from the 12 by 12. So I went in and finished the rest of that house.
Oh, good progress. I mean, you did something nice.
Yeah.
I like how those houses are like two-tone. Is that the right word? Two-tone green and two-tone of all the colors. I like that. That's fun. That looks like a fun one to do.
It is. It's a lot of like fill in because those houses are kind of dense, but
yeah,
I like houses, so it's really fun.
It looks cute.
And I'm using the called for colors, and I'm doing this on 16 count that has been sprayed with your vintage spray.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I wanted it to be kind of dark.
Or brownish.
Yeah, more brown. So that's why like my green looks a little bit brighter than
Yes.
the green in the photo, just because my fabric is much darker than what the sample is stitched on.
Your colors pop though, really nice.
Yeah, because let me pull out them here. They're all pretty bright and fun. So I thought they would look really cool on the brown.
They will. That's going to be pretty.
So yeah, I mean, I did a lot of stitching. It doesn't look like a lot, but I was excited to get one house done because there are 12 houses. So, you know.
One a month.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So anyway.
Okay. Mine is in one of these mesh bags from Fat Quarter Shop. Okay, so this project, okay, this is gonna take me a minute to talk about and explain. So way a while ago, I had started a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. And here's the picture. That is full coverage. It has a green background. And let me show you. Well, first let me tell you, my friend Yvonne is stitching this also. And she is stitching it with all the called for. I think she's using DMC, but I'm actually not sure. But she's been working on it and she's been sending me pictures of it. And it's so beautiful. It's so pretty. And her background that she's stitching with the green is gorgeous. This is the green that's the background. I don't know if you can see that okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I originally had started mine on a piece of fabric that is a green. And I picked mine up and started working on it after I saw her pictures because I got very inspired. Whoops, it's upside down. And so I stitched, I don't like stitching these blueberry things. I don't know why. But I came down and I stitched this little, I don't know, moth or bee or beetle. I don't know what it is. And I just wasn't happy. Madison's like, yeah, Mom, you need to stop stitching that because you just complain about it. You don't like I don't like the color. Compared to my friends, looking at her picture, the green, I mean, look at this background. This is what her background is compared to my background. I mean, this linen is beautiful. I'm not saying that. I'm just not happy with the color. Madison's like, well, you need to dye your own. I can't.
Because we scoured the internet for green. There was nothing comparable to that would make you happy. So
no. And I don't want to stitch the background like she's doing. I don't want to do the full coverage.
Yeah.
So I ordered some Ada online. It was delivered. Madison got online to the Rit Dye website and found a formula to dye this color. And I hope this shows up good on camera because it matches that almost perfect. And here's my green. I'm going to hang this up here.
There you go. Yeah, perfect.
So I'm going to hold it back here because this is the color that it should be. Does that look right, Madison?
Yeah.
Color-wise? Yep. Now I'm going to kind of come in a little closer because I'm pretty sure it's going to blow out because I have a light here.
Yeah.
So I did restart it, and it started up here with these stupid blueberry looking circle things. I just want to I love blueberries. I just want to get down to all the little animals because that's the part I love. So I am so over the moon and happy. So now I don't have to stitch the background so that mine kind of looks like my friend's, although she has much more beautiful stitching than me and she stitches on linen. But I'm so excited and over the moon that Madison helped me figure the color out. So if you guys need to dye something and you need like a formula, go to the Rit Dye website and you can they'll tell you the formula. And I did use the formula, kind of tweaked it a little bit to try to get it more like this color because they didn't have exactly this. So
we guessed kind of the color that you needed.
Yes. So I'm so excited. I'm so
happy
to work on this now. Like I'm so over the moon.
I know.
So
And
I don't know.
I liked yours. Like I thought I loved the background that you picked. And then we saw hers and I was like, oh my God, no.
It wasn't what I wanted. Look at the difference.
No. I
I mean,
know.
this standalone looks like a green. Yes, it does, but it's too brown of a green.
Yeah.
And I just was so bummed after I saw Yvonne's, and I'm like, I have got to have either I'm going to have to stitch the background like she's doing because we, like Madison said, we scoured the internet looking for a fabric this color. There is not one. There used to be, but they're sold out everywhere. I can't remember the name of it. At least in Ada. Like I couldn't find it in Ada, and that's how I stitch. So anyway, I'm so excited. So excited to get working on this again. And I think that's what kind of stalled me out a little bit. Like I couldn't even, I saw Yvonne's and I'm like, okay, so I picked it up and stitched my beetle. And then I'm like, I just am not so very happy. Yeah. So I'm happy now. Good. Okay. That's all I had to say.
Okay, my next one is in this fun purple bag. I love this. This is my Houses of Haw Run Hollow. So let's see if I can, yep, I have the picture right here. And so I have been working my way across. So I have these 3 done and I have been working on this one and I just finished this one. So I'm so excited because I'm going to be a third of the way done. Let me pull it out. Here, so I'll show you the one I just finished and then I can show you all of them. But so this is the block that I had been working on and I had to kind of fill in the last little corner over here. So I finished that.
Very pretty.
Thank you. It was
good.
It was a big block. They're all big, but the amount of stitching, it's, almost
heavy.
Full coverage. It's very heavy.
Heavy stitching. Do you know what you're stitching it on?
Yes, this is an 18 count that I dyed with tea.
Okay. I was thinking that, but I couldn't remember.
It started as like an ivory color, just, very basic Zweigart ivory.
Yeah.
18 count. And then I dyed it with tea. You can see some of the modeling here that I did with it. So if I open it up here, I can show you these 2 together. And then we've got these first 2.
So pretty.
I love the first house.
I do too. I was just looking at that one. I think that's my favorite so far.
Me too. And so here we are.
Although I really like that second one too with all that brickwork on it. It's really fun too. And the bird.
Yeah, I like that one as well.
I do too. So pretty.
When I started this, I think I was supposed to, I don't know, I did the border wrong. Like when I started it, you can see I did too much on this side, but it fits on this side. So when I go to finish it, I might have to like sew some fabric on here to like actually finish it because this will be framed.
Oh, I see.
But we'll
It'll
see.
be fun.
I was so mad, but I made sure to go across and that it was going to fit because I was very worried. And here's kind of just an overview of the Ada, so you can kind of see the model that I did with the tea.
It's pretty.
You're not going to see most of it because it's mostly covered with stitching, but I love this color of Ada. Yes. So yeah, I was happy to finish this one. I try to work on it every, so often. Because they're just very heavy stitching. But
they are.
It goes a long way. I'm a third of the way done. So that's very
exciting. That. Just like that. Just like that.
After years. I don't know when I started this.
You'd have to look. It's written in your book.
I would have to look. And just my trick, I think I shared this with you guys last time. These sorry, my chairmate is kicking me. The Haw Run patterns have so many floss. Normally I have them in another little bag. I need to get one. These are all the extra. And then these were the ones that I just used for that block that I was working on. Because the nice thing about those patterns is they give you just the colors for each individual block. So you can kind of pull them out. And I find that really helpful so that I don't have all, 40, 50 on one ring.
Yes.
So I just have them for the one block and it makes it easy. I need to like switch out and do the next one. So it's ready to go. But that's my little trick just to kind of manage the sheer number of floss that you have.
That's a lot.
So I was very happy with that. And I'm excited to work on the next one, which is going to be this one down here.
See that? There's that's a lot of heavy stitch. They all are really.
I know. And then this one next to it is full coverage.
Full coverage.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it full coverage? Because you could choose not to.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
But they're all so different. I think my favorite block is this one.
Yeah, because you like the row of houses, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I like them too. They're pretty.
So, and then
I like the colors on that far one to the left, that far left turquoisey color. Yeah.
Me too. That one's going to be pretty with the flag. So it's fun because they're all so different. Like, I think that's why I like this, because they're all just very different. It'd be really boring if they all were like, one of the same in just like a different color.
Yeah.
So I love this one.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I love all the Haw Run ones.
Me too.
All of them. All of them.
Me too. So I was very excited to get that done because it's kind of like a finish,
It is. I 100%
in my opinion, I think it's a finish because
it is.
It is, one pattern,
Sure.
So, yes.
Okay, well, Madison and I both are getting the fall feels.
Yes.
This is my bag, which we both started this same project. Okay. And I have a purple zipper. Mine's a purple zipper here.
Mine's an orange zipper.
We both started this. I don't know. Where's my picture? Do you have a picture?
I can pull it out if you want me to.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
Okay.
It's not a very good picture anyway. So, but it's called Spooky Countdown and it's from the Primitive Hare. And this is what it looks like. This version here, she had done little pillows. So at the top it says Spooky Countdown, and then there's a square for each day of the month of October, all the way to October 31st, which ends up being big at the bottom here. Maybe you can see it better here. So this version, she did little pillows for every day. This version is all done on one big piece of fabric, and that's how Madison and I are both doing it on one big piece of fabric.
Yeah.
Do you know what your fabric is, honey?
Yes, mine is a 16 count and it was white and I dyed it with tea.
Okay, mine is a 14 count from Fiber on a Whim and it's an old gold. And so I guess we can just both show them. So I just have Spooky Countdown done. Of course, Madison is way ahead of me because she's a Speedy Gonzalez. And we are different. The border at the top and the bottom of Spooky Countdown, mine has orange between it. I hope you can see it.
Yeah, you can.
Can you? Okay, I can't tell.
Yep.
And then yours is?
I did purple because we are using the called for colors, but we decided that we wanted to put some purple in there.
Yes.
So we're going to sprinkle some purple throughout some of the blocks. And I decided to change up the border because I wanted to. So I did. So I put purple in there instead of yellow. Yellow is also my least favorite color. And I'm okay with it in small amounts, but I also like the purple and black effect. It's kind of not showing up the best on the camera, but
in person it does.
It looks really good in person. Yeah, the purple.
Well, I feel like the orange you can't see, or the orangey yellow. I actually had to darken or brighten all my colors because my fabric is dark.
You did? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I used all the called for colors.
You didn't, or you did, but I didn't. I changed my orange and my green and my yellowy, my gold color.
Because you can see mine is much lighter than hers. Hers is because hers is like a gold almost. Mine is kind of just like a very light tea because I use the tea.
Yeah. So I went with a little bit brighter colors. So it'll be fun that we have.
It will. And you can see I've started to outline some of the boxes for each of the days. So each one of these is going to be a day. And it's backstitch. So I kind of went through and did. That picture is so terrible.
It is. You can't even hardly see it.
Completely blurry. So I'll put one over here because like you can't even see it at all. Like
okay.
At all. At all.
Terrible picture.
So yeah, each day has a little different image. And I was very happy with how my fabric turned out. It was exactly kind of what I envisioned for it.
Yeah, this one's really fun. It's kind of primitive, and but I love it. I talked Madison into starting it with me.
She did. I was like, oh, because I already have another one that I started, and she was like,
yes, we both pulled out all our fall stuff, and have been looking at all our fall stuff. Anyway.
Well, fall is my favorite to stitch. So I also really enjoy winter too and Christmas. But yes, how many more do you have? Do you have one more? Okay, I have two more. So
why don't you go?
Okay, so I'll show you my other one that I started. And it's in my cute Halloween bag. And this one also has an orange zipper here, which is super cute. And my zipper's stuck. I wanted to start it last year, but it didn't happen because I didn't have a big enough piece of Ada. And this year I got on it and was like, I'm going to start this. I'm pulling out the picture. Hold on. Gus is taking up quite a bit of this chair over here.
I can't say so.
I'm going to have to put a picture of like how he's lying so you guys can see like the situation here of the 74-pound dog and me in this chair. But this is the Halloween sampler from the Hello Halloween book by Teresa Kogut. This is just kind of my working copy from the book. And I absolutely love it. I decided to start up here in the corner because it's just so fun. And I'm also doing it on a 16 count that I hand dyed with tea. And so here's my start. I started this fairly recently. So I started up in the corner there. You can see I've got the pumpkin, and then I started this big pumpkin here. And I kind of did some of this because I wanted to do that little spider. I thought he was kind of cute, and the little pumpkin.
He's cute.
And so yes, and I did have to change quite a few of the colors because they just didn't show up on my fabric because my fabric was a lot more like yellowy than kind of wet the sample was. But this is the vibe that I wanted, so I was very happy with it. But I changed them because this orange was a lot lighter and it was just not going to show up. So
yeah,
I just picked one that I liked that went well.
It looks good. I started that. It was one of my 12 by 12s, but I haven't worked on it.
That's right. That's right. I'm really enjoying stitching it. It's just so fun. And I'm very proud of how this dyeing came out because it was exactly, again, what I wanted. It soaked for a long time, like I think an hour and a half in tea.
Oh.
I did two separate like dyeings because I wanted it to be, really kind of dark and mottled. So, and then when I put some extra tea on it when I baked it in the oven. If you want to know how to do this, you can go watch my tutorial on how to do tea dyeing. It's under our tutorials playlist. Because I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I say that all the time. I'm like, I tea dyed this. You guys are like, oh God, she tea dyed it again. But I just like how it looks. And
it looks really good. I love it.
So I'm just like so excited to work on
good.
This. My needle is actually still on here because I was working on it. But yes,
you should be excited. Okay. My last whip is in this totally cute bag with the witches on it. And this is one that has an orange zipper with a purple pull.
I love that.
I know, right? Okay, so this is a Prairie Schooler. It's Nevermore. And I believe this was actually a 12 by 12 a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go back and check, but I think it is.
I feel like it was, yeah.
I feel like it was too. I worked on it a tad bit last year, but not very much. And so I pulled it out and I added 2 bats and some stars and started working on the alphabet. So I love Prairie Schooler Halloween. Like my favorite. Prairie Schooler Halloween's the best. This is stitched on a 14 count Fiddler's Ada light oatmeal.
It looks so good. I love those bats. They're very like eclectic looking.
They're pretty funny, aren't they?
I think they're adorable.
I love the moon so far. Like
I love
the moon. So I really like. I love all the Prairie Schooler. Halloween is my favorite from them. I like their Christmas, but their Halloween stuff is
the only problem is I love all of their Halloween patterns, but they're all like the same, but not.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only have so many going at one time because they're like they use like almost all the same colors. Like they look almost like they're adorable. I want them to work on them all, but like you know.
I almost started another one and I was like, I should work on this one. So I worked on this one instead of starting a new one, even though I wanted to start.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, because it was really hard. I wanted to start a new one.
I know, but now look at how cute that one is turning out.
I still want to start the other one, and I still might.
But you can't. Now you worked on that one a little, so now you can.
Okay. That's good reasoning. Okay, that's my last whip.
All right, I have one more to share. And it's in this bag. And this was also a 12 by 12. You could see I was on a streak where I was like, I hadn't worked on them. And I was like, oh, I want to pull this out, you know. This is a Quaker Welcome by Lila Studios. And I stitched this one on an 18 count that I sprayed with your vintage spray. And I had done the flower pot down here and everything, and some of the alphabet. And so I worked on a little more of the little alphabet, and then the big alphabet, and then that chain there.
Yeah, that pink and that black together, really good.
Yeah, I love how this looks. So.
Me too.
These are the colors. I love the pink and the green and the yellow.
Oh, yes.
There's really not a lot of colors. Sorry, the fan is blowing. But it's just like enough of a pop of everything that it really adds to it.
I love it.
And I did some of the called for, but also I changed a few just because they're not all DMC colors. So they didn't necessarily provide conversions. So it's kind of a mix, but I was happy with my progress.
Yes.
Hard. Yeah. So
looks good.
Thank you. And that's all of my cross stitch.
Okay. Well, I have 3 finished quilt tops, as do you.
I have 3 finished quilt tops as well.
And then I have 4 quilt whips that I'd like to share with you guys. And then there's some haul over here too.
Okay, well, why don't you start with a finish, a quilt finish, maybe?
Okay. So this one is called Picnic, and I got it out of a magazine a while ago. It's from an old magazine. I don't even know. I don't remember. But it was super easy. It used a jelly roll and then that black fabric. So it was super fast to make. Have Madison put up a picture. This is what it's kind of looks like.
It looks so pretty, and I like the black.
The black really made it pop. The picture
pop.
in the magazine, whatever fabrics they had used, where I have black, they had a white. But this fabric really looked good with a black. So that's what I used, and it really made it pop.
It did. I was going to say it made it pop. That was the exact thing I was going to say.
Totally did.
So I love how it turned out.
Yeah. Want to share one of your top finishes?
Yes. So this one that I have to share, I'll just kind of show a little bit of it, but this was one that I had stitched it with hand embroidery. I had stitched all these different blocks from different locations. And this was back when we had our pattern business that we had a long time ago, where we did embroidery patterns. I designed all of these blocks, and I was kind of cleaning out and I found them, and I was like, oh, I need to put this together. So I had an odd number of blocks. There were 11. I needed one more. So I designed this one that says Adventure Awaits with a little suitcase on it. So I stitched this block and then put the whole top together.
Turned out good.
Yeah, I was happy with it. This was one that I had done a long time ago, and like they were all done. I even had the fabric, and I was like, we just need to put it together. It'll be just like a little throw. Yes, but turned out
great.
super cute.
Especially considering you had most all those blocks done except the one. That was great. Great use to finish it up. Great cleaning up.
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. Okay, my next quilt top finish is Color Pop by Cluck Cluck Sew. Super easy, fun pattern as well. It uses 2.5-inch wide strips. So again, you could use a jelly roll and some fabric. I did do pretty much what they have on the cover. It's got tulip pink fabrics and then a bunch of scrappy whites. Kind of what it looks like. It was very easy to put together. It was fun. It's colorful and bright. I like the scrappy neutrals, the kind of low volume prints in the background. And then the brighter fabrics really pop. There's stripes and polka dots, all of them. So it was fun. It was fun. It was easy, and it's bright and colorful.
I love it. I think it's turned out really cute.
It turned out really cute. And again, it was one that just finished up real easy and like that.
I love it. It's so pretty. I love the bright, fun fabric.
Thank you. Me too.
Okay, this next one is another one that I had started a long time ago. And I designed this one as well. And I had a lot of it done. I just had to finish it and then get it together. And basically what I had done is it's like applique, right, Mom? Is that the right?
Yeah. Yes.
So I, appliqued all these houses and then had to top stitch them down. And then I had designed some other blocks to kind of fill in the quilts. So I'll insert a picture around here. This is one I called Around the Block because it's got houses and play on words, and I thought it was funny.
It was funny. And you designed that whole thing. I didn't pay attention if you said it that at the beginning, but Madison designed this whole thing.
I did. So I've always loved
it. But
a
long time ago, like a long time ago.
Long time, like probably like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I had to, because I told you I was kind of cleaning stuff out, trying to get stuff put together, that I've had some, loose end projects to tie up. And I was like, I just need to finish, like, I think I did finish 2 blocks. I had to finish top stitching them down because that was my least favorite part. And then I made all the quilt blocks, like the pinwheels and the stars and stuff. And I put the whole thing together. And I love it so much. This was gonna be a one that we, sold with our pattern company, but we don't do that anymore. And so I still wanted it to be put together though, because I love it so much. And I love all these fabrics. So I was so happy and proud of myself for finishing it because it's kind of a lot of different quilting techniques.
Yes, very good. I'm proud of you too. That's amazing. That's great. I think you did really good cleaning out all your unfinished quilt things.
Oh, I did. Well, you and I have so many we want to start. So
yeah.
I felt like, because I know we've been making lots of plans for that, so I felt like I needed to kind of clean up some loose ends. So, because once you have new stuff, you're like, oh, I don't want to go back and do the old stuff.
Not always. Sometimes.
Not always. I mean, yeah, sometimes. But I was in a mode where I was like, let's clean this out, Madison. Let's do this. So
yes. Well, let's talk about what really egged us on to finish stuff, because this one is ridiculous. So we have been working on a project called Town and Country at 365 blocks. It was a block a day, and we started it in 2017. Is that when we decided?
I think so, yeah.
It was a block a day, and in the center starts out with a night city sky, and as you fan out for each round, it becomes all the way out to the country with farms and animals and what have you. And the original was done with blue backgrounds. Madison did purpley pink backgrounds. I used Daiwabo fabrics. If anybody's familiar, they're taupey colors. And we finished it. We decided we weren't putting on the last the last round, because it was all hills and there was really nothing in it. So, and this thing is already big. It's huge.
It's massive.
It is.
Like gigantic.
We're gonna have to add some pictures because it's so big. See, mine's upside down.
Inside,
but it's so fun.
The city, mine's on the purple, and then there's like shops, and then kind of like as you go out, you see then there's like garden, and then farmland. Like here's a cow. And that's the town and country portion of it.
Yes.
So I used the pinks, but I also used like batiks mostly for my blocks there, like the train, whatnot. So we'll have to insert some pictures, but this thing is huge. And so it takes so much work to make each individual block, because you have to, trace it and cut it out, and then you've got to iron it down, and then you have to top stitch it down. Like the cows.
Yeah. I mean, and these blocks, are they 4 inches?
I don't really know how big they are.
I can't remember either.
Look at the chicken. Look how tiny he is.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous.
My fingernail.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, they were a lot of work, but it's so cool. Like, they're so cool. They're very cool.
Very cool. And we finished it. I didn't ever finish it.
I didn't either. I mean, we worked really hard on this one summer. Well, it must have been in 2017, like all summer.
Yeah.
we worked really hard and long on it, and then we kind of stalled out, and then we worked on it a little bit more, and then like this last summer, we've been kind of like, we're gonna finish this, and we got it finished because we were just over it.
Look at the beehive
The beehive is adorable, and
and another chicken and the swimming pool.
the swimming pool. Oh my gosh, you
I
guys,
mean, each one is like a little work of art, honestly.
it is.
So, and it's
So
fun. Each have kind of like a different, you know,
yes.
spin. So that's kind of fun. And I just am so happy to have it done because it's adorable and
It is, it's so cute, and it's so big. Mine covers the top of my king size bed. So, I mean, it doesn't hang down, but it covers the top of my king size bed, which is ridiculous. Like, it's big.
so imagine if we would have done that final round and then if you put like a border on it, it's
Oh
basically
my gosh.
it'd be like a king size quilt.
Yes, it's huge. And I'd like to hang mine up somewhere, but haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet.
Yeah. That
Anyway,
would be fun to
when I
do.
get it hung up or figure out, we'll have to insert a picture, and you too when you get yours figured out.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So I have a couple quilt whips that I want to share.
Okay.
You know, I did that quilting retreat with all my friends, and I had so much I couldn't show it all last time. So I saved like those two quilts, other quilts I had finished up there. But I wanted to share what else I worked on. Apollo, you have to stay out there because you can't keep coming in and out. This is out of a magazine, and I have been working on this. It's called, forget what it's called, Irish Cabins, and it's from So Scrappy magazine. I thought there was another picture that was better. There's not. But I worked on putting together some of the blocks, and it's turning out so fun. I really am liking this. This is what the blocks look like.
Oh, pretty.
I think I can't remember if they're all the same ones. I don't remember now. Do they look the same pretty much?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
The same design. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work to get those together. Like, you look at, you know, there is a cohesiveness to it, and I mean, it's planned a little bit, planned scrappy, if that makes any sense to anybody. But I really have enjoyed this. Once you get it all cut out and start making your strip sets, it comes together like a dream. So I'm excited to get the rest of these blocks together and put it together. I mean, these blocks are huge.
They are really big. It's an interesting way to make a quilt. Like,
it is.
You know?
It very much is. And there's a lot of prep work in it, but then it like is like worth it because it comes out like wonderful.
Yeah.
So I have that in a Halloween box. It's an old Halloween box.
That doesn't seem to make any sense.
I know. So I worked on that. I also worked on, this is a quilt called Legends, and it has a bunch of churn dash or monkey wrench in it. And I've made some of the blocks here. Just thought I'd share a little bit. I know I have more than one done. I made like 4 of them.
Oh.
Well, well,
in there.
I don't know where they went. I wonder if I didn't, trying to be careful because I don't want to,
Excuse me.
you know. Oh, here's the other one that I think I did. Maybe I only did 2 of them. Here's the other one.
Those are fun.
They're very fun. It's kind of modern a little bit, but they go together very easily and super fun. So I can't wait to put some more of these together. Actually, I think this is what I worked on at the end of our retreat because I think it was the only thing I had left to work on.
I was gonna say, you finished so much. You were running out of stuff to work on.
I really did. And yeah, that was the only two I did. I couldn't really remember if I had made more than that, but I think that was all that I made or that I got finished. It's all cut out, like these are all the pieces, but you can see like the funky fabrics. They're very urban, like I don't know another word to call it.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Yes,
So there's what it looks like though. It'll be fun when it's all together.
it will be. It's interesting because it's all the same block, but they're different sizes, and you know, it's not just like in a square. So it's really kind of it's different and fun.
It is different and fun. Okay, I'm going to share. I have two more to share. This is called, what this sticky note is from. Probably something I should throw away. Okay, and so this is another quilt that I started a long time ago, and I did share a while back a little bit about this quilt. It's called Merry Merry Snowman. And a while back, I shared that I made all the background blocks for these. So I pieced, so this quilt is all pieced together, all the blocks are pieced. So now I'm on to appliquing the snowman down. And Madison's all into her finishing stage, and I was like, well, I need to finish stuff too. And so I got this out, I finished this block. And I have changed a few things to accommodate what I want to stitch. So I may have left out a few things or added a few things just to make it my own. And then here's the second block that I've done. So I did the reindeer with the sleigh, and then Snow City with the three snowmen at the bottom. So I'm pretty excited to make a little bit of progress on this. So I have finished 2 blocks, and I have a third one started. So I'm pretty excited about that. And these are made with French General fabrics, which are lovely and beautiful.
And you're doing wool for the snowman, right?
The snowmen are wool. The other applique pieces are mostly fabric. Might have a couple other wool pieces in there, but mostly they're fabric. But so it's a mix.
Yeah.
And then the other one that Madison is also working on that we cut out together is Spool for Love from Tula Pink. And so it looks like a bunch of spools, and it's in bright colors. So we worked on cutting this out the other day. And I'm not really gonna tip this too much, but you can see, look at those luscious colors. Aren't they fun?
So fun. I didn't pull mine out for you guys to see, but because she was gonna show it, but they were so fun, and they're all bright, and I have mine in a pretty tray as well. So it was fun to cut out together. Now we gotta get it together.
Look at these tiny little squares of the background for the spools.
I know they're so tiny. I put mine in a bag because I was worried I was gonna lose them.
Weren't they an inch? I think they were an inch.
Yes.
Anyway, this will be fun to put together. So we'll be working on that. I don't know when, but sometime soon. So that is all my whip quilting stuff. I do have some whip haul I want to share quickly. Because as I've told you guys, I've been on a quilting ridiculousness. This is called Big Woods Block of the Month fabric. This or pattern. The fabrics are from Tula Pink. The quilt is designed by Sarah Felke. She's doing it as a block of the month on her website. I think she's from Australia, but look at those fun animals. And then the fabrics are bright and pretty like Tula Pink does. So I got that kit. I got this pattern, which is called Dancing Chickens and Flying Pigs, which I thought was so funny, cute. And I'm probably going to make this out of wool applique and some embroidery. So let's look at, there's some cute dogs. I know there's chickens. I don't know if I'm showing the chickens. Oh, here's some chickens, I think. And then there's flying pigs on here somewhere. Where are they? Oh, flying pigs. It's just really, really sweet and cute. Oh, I mean, look at, there's a fish in the sky with an air balloon. Like, I mean, you know, you put animals on, I'm there. I just thought it looked like fun. And then there's some embroidery on it.
Okay, so the next thing that I have to share is another like embroidery thing that I had kind of again stuff that needed to be done. This is something that I started a long time ago. It's by Crabapple Hill and it is called Dance by the Light of the Moon. And so it has hand embroidery here in the middle, and then it's got some few little blocks on the outside to make the quilt. Gus has left me and he's now rolling around in the bedroom barking if you hear him in the background. He got bored of all the craftiness. Anyway, so I have all these embroidery parts here. I have them traced and colored because this also uses the crayon technique that I kind of talked about in our video last time. And so I have the fabric that's like that was kitted for it. So I've got that for when it's time to put that together. And then I've been working on actually stitching it because I haven't done some hand embroidery in a long time. So I finished, so it's in two pieces because otherwise the whole, if it was all on one piece of fabric, it would be hard to hold. It's already kind of hard to hold this piece because it's so big. But down here in the corner, I finished, sorry, the fan is blowing the fabric.
I know, I was gonna say, hold still.
So here is the corner down here. So I finished stitching this. I had some of it done, but I kind of finished the fence. So I'll kind of hold that here so you guys can see.
It's so cute, so cute.
Looks like it's really cute. And then, so then on the other side here, we've got the tree. And so I've done all of this. I'm going to open it up now so you can see because it goes up to the top here. And this is more that I've been working on. So the tree starts down here and it goes up and it's this sign with the pumpkin. So you can kind of see I've been jumping around a little bit. Like I've done the bats, that pumpkin, that flag. I've done the sign pole and then I've been working my way up the tree there.
So cute.
And
I can't wait. When you do those witches, it's going to be so cute.
Yes. So I'll put a picture because like you can see here I've colored the ghosts and the witches and stuff, but I'll put a full picture in so you can see what it looks like because it's a little difficult to hold, so I'm sorry. And then the top piece that goes on top of that is this here. And you can see I've colored in this tree. Am I in the view here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got this cute little like jack-o'-lantern. And I do have, there's a tree on this side that still needs to be colored. And a moon as well. So you can kind of see the difference between the two trees.
Yes, colored and not.
Yeah. And so I like this. I've always loved it. So I'm trying to work on it. It just takes time because it's hand stitching, but and I'm doing the stem stitch and some back stitch for some smaller sections, but
So cute.
Loving how it's turning out. I think it's so cute. And I think the coloring just adds a little bit. That's kind of a very signature thing for the Crabapple Hill patterns is to do the crayon coloring method. And I always have liked that. So
it's adorable.
It's just like the gingerbread house one that I did that I showed you guys a long time ago.
Yes.
Same method there.
Yes.
So I've been working on this. It's slow, but you know, little by little, I'll get it done.
Yes.
And then other things I've been working on, I have been working on more of my granny squares for my new Afghan, my rainbow one. So I think I showed you last time the purple ones that I've been working on. So here's kind of some of those. I've started now with some teal colors. And you can see here I've done a light teal and like a medium teal, and I've kind of done I did like the inverse of the colors. So I'm trying to introduce some more depth by still using minimal colors. We'll see. Again, I don't really have a huge plan for this yet. We're just kind of going. But so I'm thinking it's gonna have like red, pink, orange, yellow, teal, blue, purple. So I started with these because I thought they were fun and pretty.
They are pretty.
Yes, so I'm starting to get a little stack of these. I have a few more made. I'm just kind of showing you guys a few. It's hard to show, and because the way I'm envisioning laying it out, I'm gonna try to kind of make the colors like cascade down. I'm not gonna be stitching the rows together as I was with my Valentine Afghan, because that one it was just all randomized, and this is gonna kind of have like a pattern to it, but I don't know what the pattern is yet. So I'm gonna make all the squares and then I will lay it out and then put all the rows together.
Fun. That's fun. That's creative.
We'll have that done in you know, who knows when. But love making my little squares. And last video, a lot of people said that they loved seeing my Afghan that I finished, and it inspired them to work on theirs. So I'm happy about that because they can be addicting. That's for sure.
I need to get back to them. I need to do them. I want to do them. Okay, go ahead.
And then I have one more thing. I have another punch needle project that I worked and finished on. So I saw this really cute thing on Pinterest where this girl had made this cute little garland of flowers out of punch needle. And I was like, I need that. So I was like, I want to make a different version. She had done it all in like yellows, and I was like, I should do that with like fun pinks and purples to hang on my bookshelf. So I just designed, gosh, Gus is barking. I designed a simple little flower and picked the colors I wanted, and I punch needled them.
They're cute.
And so I'm trying to show you the best way to
yeah, I was gonna say, I can't see the navy one. There we go.
So I picked pink, blue, and purple, and you can see I kind of did like the inverse of each, you know.
Those are so cute.
Yes, so I'm so happy with how they turned out. And so, oh gosh, I'm losing one here. I put them on a piece of twine, and my idea is to then hang it up across like my bookshelf. And then so for the back, what I did is I finished them with just like a piece of felt. And then I made like a little, like just like a little like pocket almost, so that then I could slide this on and off. Because my vision is that I'm going to make a garland for different seasons. And so I need to get going on my fall one because I could make like a pumpkin and a ghost and a witch hat. And then, you know, for Christmas, I want like a little gingerbread house and a candy cane. And so this is like my spring summer garland. And I'm going to make one for all the different seasons.
Yes.
So I should get going on my fall one. I thought that would be so cute because
yes,
like last time I showed you guys a few mug rugs that I had made, you know, and I've gifted some away, and I'm like, what do you do with all this punch needle stuff? It's perfect because like each one of these is like a little finish basically, right? Like I have 6 finishes almost. So it's something to kind of do with them, but then I can still see them and, you know. And I thought it was really smart to make like my little pocket because these will just come right off and then I can store them and then get them back out when I want to put them back up.
Absolutely.
So this was so fun.
It's so cute.
That's a fun idea to do for, you know, punch needle if you're needing some ideas. You know, in a Valentine's one would be
yeah. Okay, I have some more quilting haul. I got carried away earlier and now I have some more to share. So I got this bunch of Tilda fabric, which are all fall colors. Hope you can see them. It's kind of, the lighting is changing. It's weird. And I picked up this with the orange polka dot to be a background fabric with this. So I thought they looked really nice together. So I got that. I continued on with my Lori Holt problem, and I got her hometown holiday bundle, fat quarter bundle. I again got her 1 yard latte mix for backgrounds because you never get enough backgrounds. So I ordered that. And then I got the So Simple shapes for her Let's Make a Snowman quilt along that she'll be doing. And this is basically, this is a puzzle, but this is what the quilt will look like. Oops. Gus is at the door. So I have the puzzle, and then I am going to make this quilt with the So Simple shapes from Lori Holt. So I have that. And then I also got this little collection of back quarters called Ski Hill. They're from Riley Blake. Here is what they look like. They have a lot of ski stuff. Here's the panel that goes with it that I picked up to go with my fat quarter bundle. And so it just has, I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah.
I don't ski. I hate skiing, but I love all the motifs. They kind of look vintagey looking. And so I thought they were fun. So I think it'll make some kind of a fun quilt.
So I love those. I think they're so cute. And I think the teal and red gives it also like the vintage vibe.
I think you're right. And there's like motifs of like sweaters and hats and skis, and it's just really cute. It's real hard to show, and I'm not gonna bore you guys with it anymore. My problems of buying more fabric. I also got this fat quarter bundle called Full Moon from Dear Stella, and it has, there's like some woodsy type animals in here, and whoops, there's like, I don't know, there's like a kind of a deserty landscape, and there are some cactus in here. I don't know why I really liked this, and I don't know what drew me to it. Probably the colors. There's like some fun suns, and I don't know. Well, this is one that I really liked with the moons and the, and then there's another one with like, I think a horse or something. Anyway, I ordered that too. I've got to stop ordering quilting stuff. I have plenty of quilting stuff. I don't need any more.
There's just so much cute stuff.
There is. I love it all. Oh, one other thing I wanted to touch on really quick is December Daily. Her stuff is currently on, you can order her from Allie Edwards is who I go through. December Daily is a project where during the month of December, once a day, you tell a story, either with pictures or words or whatever you want, however you want, whatever you want. I've enjoyed it for several years. This is my last year album from December Daily. I've talked Madison into doing it. And, you know, like here's one of my son month, or this is day 10. You know, you just tell different stories. And I don't know, here's Apollo on day 17, longingly looking out the window. Oh, there was a squirrel in the tree, I think. So it's just kind of fun. And Madison's going to do it. So we both ordered some supplies for it.
My first year doing it. I've never had just the time, and it just never worked out. So I'm excited to do it. I'm a little overwhelmed because it seems like a lot, but we love the paper crafting. So I'm excited about it. Like super excited.
Oh, you should be super excited. So yeah, we've ordered our supplies. They don't ship for a while, but you know, here's a lovely picture of us all sitting at the dinner table last year at Christmas time. I don't know what night. Oh, this was on the 22nd. Anyway, it's fun. If you guys are wanting to do December Daily, you don't have to do her supplies, but you know, you can certainly go take a look and see what Allie Edwards has and how she does it. She has a YouTube video where she posts flip throughs of her albums, and she does instructional videos, and I mean, like, look at all that fun paper craft,
which we love. So
I'm excited that I've talked Madison into doing it. So
I went back and forth, and then I decided I would just be so sad if I didn't do it because she'd be having all this paper crafting fun and I would be left out.
That's true.
So I had to do it. It'll be so much fun and I'm very excited. But yes.
Okay. Anything else, Madison?
I think that's everything.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
Love sharing you as you know.
Watching. Yes, we love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.